Today we are going to talk about the Zolo Q1000, the latest 5-inch Android dual SIM mobile from Zolo Mobiles. The Zolo Q1000 feels very well made, and although it's made of plastic, the device feels quite sturdy and it is a little bit heavy, but that should not be an issue when you're using on a day-to-day basis. Now at the bottom we have 3 touch buttons which are quite responsive, and on the side we have the volume rocker, and Zolo has decided to include the camera button on this side of the device rather than this side where we're usually used to, so that may lead to a little bit of difficulty when you're taking images. Other than that, the power button is on this side and it works very well, and it has a nice tactile feedback, so that should be quite good. And coming over to the back, it's quite minimalistic. We have a speaker grill at the back that is quite loud, and here we have the 8 megapixel camera, and an issue here is that the camera sensor is protruding out a little, so it might be prone to scratches if you leave it on a desk for too long. Also with the camera we have an LED flash. At the top you have the micro USB charging port as well as the 3.5mm headphone jack. So the Zolo Q1000 has a 5-inch 720p screen. Its resolution is 1280 by 720, so it's HD, and the screen itself is quite responsive. The touch sensitivity is really nice, and it's almost as good as the Canvas HD, if not better. And it's available, and this mobile is available for only 13,000, and at that price point the only other contenders are the Canvas HD and Carbon's Titanium S5. And in terms of hardware, the Q1000 also features a 1.2 GHz quad-core MediaTek processor and 1 GB of RAM along with 4 GB of internal memory, which can be extended to 32 GB with the micro SD card. And coming to the screen itself, it's quite good to look at, and the black levels are really good, and HD videos and movies are really good to view on the screen. Now let's switch over to web browsing. The Zolo Q1000 comes with Bluetooth 4, Wi-Fi, 3G and all the other connectivity options you see in mobiles these days, so it should be fast at browsing the web. Let's take a look. So here we browse over to the Verge, and the UI is very slick and the navigation itself is fast. It doesn't lag or stutter. We did see that with the Canvas HD, the mobile was prone to a little bit of a stutter whenever there was a heavy website that needed loading, but we do not see that on the Q1000. So in terms of browsing, it's really good and fast, and you do have multi-touch zoom, and it's quite clear, and the text itself on the HD screen looks very clear and crisp, as well as images. Now that we've shown that web browsing is actually fast, let's take a look at how the Q1000 matches against other devices in its category. So we've already ran Antutu benchmark on it once, and we've seen that the device scores 13,000. This is very good considering that the Q1000 is a budget device and is available for basically a third of what the Galaxy S4 costs. The Galaxy S4 got a benchmark of about 24,000, so it's half as fast as the S4 for about a third of the money, so that's really good. As you can see, the Zolo Q1000 is very fluid when it comes to gaming, and that is thanks to its quad-core 1.2 GHz processor as well as 1 GB of RAM. There's no stutter or lag anywhere, and it is quite fluid. Now we've seen how the Q1000 handles Temple Run, but it is not a visually intensive game as such. So let's go over and check a benchmarking software that checks how fast the device can run in terms of FPS. Let's run the screen through once, and here we see that the device is running at 40 FPS, and this is a very visually intensive game. So anything above 30 FPS means that it should be relatively lag free. So by this you can be assured that the Q1000 can run even visually intensive games without any lags or stutters, and that should be a great sign because this is a budget handset and it only costs about 13,000. So for it to not be lag free is a great sign to gamers. So if you're a gamer, get the device. Let's go over to the camera section of the Q1000, and immediately we see that the UI is different, and Zolo has made a lot of additions. We have a lot of different modes. This is the normal mode. We have HDR, we have beauty shot, and there's panorama and multi-angle view, which we'll get to later. And you have scene selection and smile selection And white balance and the weird star button, we have not found what they actually do, but they might be useful for some users. The device comes with zero shutter lag and has the same, and you can take images and video using the same interface without having to switch over. And this is a great addition, and it's similar to the one we see in HTC's Sense UI. So that's a great addition to the camera UI there. And to the left side we have the settings button from where you can change basic settings for images as well as video. And from here you can directly access the gallery, and here you can see the quality of the images that are taken using this. Now here we have an image taken through multi-angle shot. As you can see, the camera UI takes a lot of different images and stitches them together in a single image, which will give you a 3D like feel to the image. It's a really cool feature, and we're really glad that the Q1000 comes with it. Now let's go over to the other image, and this is panorama mode. So you can see the highly detailed buildings, and you can see that the quality itself is really good, and the color reproduction is really good also. So let's go ahead and move over to the notification section. And since the device comes with 4.2 Jelly Bean, Android 4.2 Jelly Bean, you do have a notification center which gives you quick toggles, and you can change Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth, turn on your auto rotation, and you have really handy quick toggles here. So that's a good addition. The Q1000 comes with a 2100 mAh battery, and we feel that this is the only area where it lacks in, because the Q700, being a smaller device, comes with a 2400 mAh battery. So we really felt that Xolo could have included a bigger battery, but the battery itself is good enough to last a days long heavy usage as well. So let's come down to the conclusion. Overall, the Q1000 is a really well made mobile and is a great budget device in the Android category. It has a great 5-inch HD screen, as well as a quad-core 1.2 GHz processor, as well as 1 GB of RAM, and comes with the latest Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. However, it's not all good. The camera itself is average, and the battery is not as big as we would have liked. And the mobile is missing a magnetic sensor, and the speaker at the back is not so loud, and it gets quite muffled when you're holding it like this. At a price of 13,000, it is definitely a better contender than the Canvas HD or Carbon Titanium S5. We feel that Xolo has made an overall outstanding job with the Q1000, and the design as well as the hardware lead credence to the fact that it is a well built and nicely done mobile. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or queries, ask us in the comments below, and visit mysmartprice.com for the best deals and gadget reviews. Thank you.